Hey everyone, welcome back to Cyber Gray Matter. This video is about imposter syndrome, the causes, and how to handle it. Many of us have dealt with this issue, and I believe topics like this are just as important as the technical topics and knowledge you'll learn as you immerse yourself into the world of security. Let's jump into it. For the majority of people, cybersecurity is daunting and difficult. With the great pressure to succeed and break into cybersecurity comes a psychological toll in things like imposter syndrome. This is something that's very important to talk about and be aware of, and a lot of us either don't want to talk about it or we don't think we have anyone to talk about it to. Imposter syndrome is a psychological issue that occurs in many fields and affects many people. However, it's especially prevalent in cybersecurity. It affects anyone from beginners to seasoned security professionals and involves self-doubt, and can also include feelings of inadequacy in one's abilities and skills to perform work duties, or even to learn those skills in the first place. You may feel like you're going to be exposed as a fraud despite doing a good job and progressing in your studies or career. This isn't new to the 21st century and was first described in 1978 by Pauline Rose Clance and Suzanne Imes, who believed it affected only high-performing women. But we can see this is certainly not the case in a field like cybersecurity, where women only make up about 24% of the workforce. If you feel like you're struggling, you might want to learn that the American Psychological Association finds that it's most prevalent in high achievers who find it challenging to accept their success and may incorrectly believe that their success is due to luck and not their knowledge, talent, and a product of their own hard work. In fact, most of us have bombed an interview, didn't pass a cert or test, or failed to understand a topic on the first go-around. Any of those doesn't make you a failure. What's most important is knowing what you don't know and learning how to navigate the best way to learn new topics. In the end, your passion and drive to succeed will outshine others. Here are the top things that can contribute to your negative feelings. Ever-changing technology and vastness of information. With new technology comes new vulnerabilities and security controls to be implemented and policies to be written. This can be time-consuming and overwhelming for anybody, especially for beginners who are just getting their feet planted and understanding the basics. On top of that, cybersecurity isn't just a single field of study. It's broken into different subcategories, which makes being a jack of all trades difficult. Competition and perfectionism. Cybersecurity is competitive, and there are many trying to break in and stand out in the crowd. When you compare your accomplishments to others, this can make you feel like your efforts are futile, despite working at a pace that works for you. Tying into perfectionism is the fear of failure. This can be the fear of failing that new certification or maybe making the wrong call for a security alert. No one's perfect, and we can always learn from our mistakes. The best incident response plans include a step to reevaluate where we went wrong and how to learn from it. Number 4 is pressure and high expectations. There's a lot of pressure in the field, and this can include your own self-pressure to perform and cram as much information as you can into your head. What if you fail a certification? It's not the end of the world, but you may feel like you're not good enough. And in the field, we're not just making decisions about securing technology, but making decisions that are best for the organization and even ethical calls. Number 5 is pushback from other teams. Even when our decisions are made with the best intentions of the business and users in mind, other teams and individuals may push back against the security team's decisions. This can make our jobs difficult and can contribute to negative feelings. Now that we've gone over some causes, let's talk about tips to handle imposter syndrome. Try finding a mentor and seeking support. Having a mentor that understands the industry when you're changing careers is very important. Even if you've been in the field for a period of time, having like-minded individuals around to express your challenges with can be beneficial and healthy. Never forget to set achievable goals and celebrate your accomplishments. We talked about how perfectionism can be a problem and a trigger for imposter syndrome, so setting realistic goals for yourself is vital. Don't set out to complete a certification like the Security Plus with no IT experience in 4 weeks. When you finally accomplish the goals, celebrate them. You've worked hard and deserve to feel happy about your accomplishments. Learn from your mistakes and accept failure. Everyone makes mistakes, even seasoned professionals. Earlier I mentioned that there's a step in incident response plans. Well, it's called lessons learned, and it's designed to analyze the actions that caused an incident and how to improve in the future. You may have failed an interview, but you can still go back and learn how to answer the questions better next time and bring the confidence of your experience with you. Continue learning. Make sure to keep learning new skills and trying to get a better understanding of the industry, even if you're not a beginner. I personally am always working on some sort of project, whether that be a new course or researching something. This last one is very important. It's making sure not to compare yourself to others. Even if you're coming from being a line cook, you still have a unique perspective that can be valuable in cybersecurity. Work at your own pace and remember that you will get there if you're passionate and continue working. Your circumstances may be different than somebody else's, but that doesn't make anybody else any better. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you understand imposter syndrome and maybe even yourself a little better and how to handle some of the negative feelings. Subscribe for more cybersecurity content and leave any questions or suggestions down in the comment section below. Thanks.